Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Boise State Broncos offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Direct snap. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice move to keep running. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Powell. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll leave it with him. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Banks. Starts to scramble to the left. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So Utah State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Utah State up-tempo. Brown wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Aggies are rolling down the field.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Sweet feet on the move. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to ride this running back. Runs through the tackle. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Utah State, 0. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Pace. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. Let's go. Ready, go. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The corners are walked up tight. Brown will throw it. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Broncos looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wide receiver shows motion. They go to the ground. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On the move. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The official says no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Now improvising. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Finding open areas. Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it. to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're bringing heat. Got rid of it just in time. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted.
RD, what a play by the safety, and then the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2, when you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation, and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football. Free safety jumps the route, makes the INT.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The hand to the running back. Open space at the 25. Running toward the tape. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. They'll immediately call timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Power football with the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Utah State up-tempo. Defense in press coverage. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Line is set on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Powell. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Snap it to the back.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. This quarterback part of their running game. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea is to punch it in this time. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
Touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Utah State up-tempo. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Good blocking, good running, pick up at 6 out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the left side. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Brown wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little release to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Banks. Got his man on the outside. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown Broncos! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. The aerial assault continues. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Banks. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wants to throw. It's Banks. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown Broncos! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they spike it to stop the clock. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Here we go. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
It leads to 2nd down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get behind the defense. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Going up top on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has them set up second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Powell. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense starts with a short field. The run to the right. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll run it again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. He now has 74 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Big third down here as they try to keep the drive alive. A touchdown will win it. Quarterback will keep it. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.